Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Radha Puspita Rahmaningtyas, and today I want to present about business plan based from the startup business checklist from the Word file. The checklist from the Word file I changed it in the PPT file so it would be more easier to read. The checklist on the startup business plan, I didn't check all of the list, but I just checked some list that suitable with my small business. The business that I built is a lidi snack. So let's get started. So here is the business that I made. I made lidi named Miku Milidi. And Miku Milidi is a snack that contains various flavor. It is homemade and the customer can request any flavor they want. I made two ways to sell the milidi. It is offline and online. The offline store will be in my house and the online will be from the social media. It is cheap and can be eaten with all of it. The first one is getting started. In the getting started, I got the plan to kind of a personal evaluation to determine why I want to start a business. The first reason I want to start a business because I want to challenge myself and I want to get my own money. Who do you want to get own money, right? Especially in this pandemic, people struggle with the financial, so I think that build a business is good. Another reason is because I like to eat snack. So yeah, I want to build this business. What I do for this business is I want to make milidi. It is one of snack that is favored by many people. How I do the business will be offline and online. For offline, the place will be at my house, and for online, I will use pre-order technique or system in social media. And the important is I make my own milidi, so it is homemade, and I think it is really safe to eat. Who do we serve? The customer will be every people in of it, but especially for the children and the teenagers that really like snacks. The next is SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. The strength from my military business is that the location will be great since there's a lot of children and teenagers in my village. And the next is my military is homemade, so I can guarantee the safety for my customer. And I use pre-order technique so that the customer can request their flavor that they want to my melody. The next is the weakness. People might be bored with the product. I think that there's no way people would like something to eat all the time. There's no labels and it is just a small business. And the package that I use is just using a cup so it just lasts 1 until 2 days. The opportunity. There's no military business before in my village, so there will be no competitor. Not only sell it to my village, I also receive online orders with the same city. And the threat, sooner or later, people will be bored with my military, so I have to add other snack or I have to add any flavor. Since my business is just small business, there's no label on it, so I people might be doubt to buy my melody. Is the capital. The capital that I will invest for the first try is 200,000 rupiah. And it is to buy around melody. Each melody is 15,000 rupiah. So I want to buy 3 kilogram. It will be 45,000 rupiah. I want to buy the flavor. I will buy 10 pieces and it will be 5,000 rupiah. And the cup I will be 50 pieces. It will be 15,000 rupiah. And to buy oil 2 liters, it will be 30,000 rupiah. And the gas is 17,000 rupiah. And the accommodation is 20,000 rupiah. The total will be 142,000 rupiah. And the rest of the capital money will be saved just in case something that I have to purchase. The next is committing to business. Define a customer problem and find a solution in a unique way. The problem is that the customer might getting bored with the flavor in my melody, and some of them might didn't know the taste of the flavor. I will provide the sample of every flavor so that the customer can testing it first. I also will open request for any flavor that the customer will like. So for the flavor, I will receive all the requests that the customer will like. So that's why I use the pre-order technique from the online sales. In the offline sales, I will use the testing and determine viability. Is there a market of my service? Yes. Is there a market in my service? In my village, the children and the teenagers likes to spend their money to buy snack, and all of them like to buy snacks. So that's why I make this snack, military snack. Identity business that are having success nowadays. I think that the business that are getting success on this pandemic is the food business. And in my city, there's one big snack store that sell military and other snacks that are really famous in Magelang. Next, will my business be relevant as time passes? How will I adapt? I think that my business won't be relevant as time passes since people will be bored to eat mility. Like what I said, there's no way people to like to eat something all the time. But I'll find a solution with to give the customer more and more interesting taste and flavor to my melody. And the package will also be changed to fit trend. Maybe someday I will use the pouch or other package, and with the flavor, I think that it is good to mix them with the customer needs. Uh, the the next is define the market. Who is my ideal customer? My ideal customer is the children and the teenagers in my village, in my city. I live in Magelang city actually. What's my market size? My market size is small or low. The offline store will be just in my house and the online sales just in my city since the snack isn't durable. How easy is it to acquire the customer? It is quite easy since there's a lot of children and teenagers in my village. I will also promote it online on my social media so it can reach through one city. The next is the capital and the profit. For the first launch, I just bought 1 kilogram milk because 1 kilogram milk it would be 15 cups. And to buy raw milk 1 kilogram, it costs 15,000 rupiah, and the flavor it will be 5,000. The cup it will be also 5,000. The oil it will be 13,000. The gas will be 17,000. The total for my first launch in the capital is 55,000 for 1 cup. As I read 5,000, so it would be 75,000. The profit for one day will be 20,000. I sell maybe for three days in a week. It will be Thursday, Tuesday, and Saturday. So it will be 60,000 per week. And in 1 month, I'll get the profit to 140,000 rupiah. I will do my business as a part-time job since I have to study in my college. And because I also use the pre-order system, so it will be just a part-time job. The next is setting up your business. In the setting up my business, I get the business setting. The name of my melody is Miku Melody. I choose Miku as a name of my melody because it means my me. The location, the offline sale is on my house. My mother let me to do it in front of my house. And in the online sale, it is through my social media, but the sale is just on my city Magelang. The promotion that I use in the offline sales, I just tell all my neighbors that I open melody business. And in the online sales, I make brochure and upload it on my WhatsApp story and Instagram story. At the above, it is my brochure that I made, and on the under it is my Instagram promotion. The employee that I recruit is no one because there will be no employee since it is just small business, so I can handle all of the my business by myself. Next is ensuring sufficient funds are available and a plan for funds, how long it will take to acquire paying customer. Since my business is offline and online, I will take different time. For online, I sell it at my house, so the customer needs to come to my house. I think that it will take a little bit long since the customer is just my neighborhood. But for the online, I will open pre-order system. I will post pre-order of my lidi in the day before, so it will take 1 day to acquire paying customer. Itemize my business expense in the first year. The expense in the first year is for the package. I will change it to another package. I will use pouch package. Bigger pan to fry my lidi and more container to place the lidi. The expense is from my profit that I collect from the profit. Itemize how much capital to launch the business and the project. The profit in usual is 240 per month. The capital in the first time I built this business is 200,000. So it takes 1 year to take my capital from the profit. Soon, when the pandemic is over, I will launch a project to sell my lidi in the GFD or car free day that always on the weekend in my city. And in every Saturday night, I want to sell it in the town square. It is usually there's a lot of people on there. Next is planning your business plan. And in this subunit, we got the description. Write a business description section. Describe your service and what problem they solved. Lidi is a snack that contains various flavors. This snack is suitable for snack lovers. Children and teenagers might really like this snack, but adults also can try lidi snack. Lidi will available in online and offline sales. For offline, the place will be at my house, and for online, I will upload it pre-order product in my social media WhatsApp and Instagram. I offered pre-order system so the customer might wait for 1 day. For the flavor, I offered various flavor and even the customer can request the flavor based on their taste. Operating plan section such as operating hours, location, employee and the bank account to save money. For operating hours, I just sell my lidi 3 days a week since I use pre-order system. The offline store will be the same. I will open it on a Thursday, Tuesday and Saturday. The location I choose is my house for offline sales and I use my social media to sell it online. I just received order in my city area. And for the employee, I don't need any employee since I can handle it by myself. The bank account to save money will be my own bank account since it is just in the first year. When my business get bigger, I will change it to use business bank account. The next is setting up to operate. Find a feasible location for you that can provide you with the ideal space needed to conduct a business. The location of my business is on my house, Gemulung Banyuwangi Bandungan RT 1 Area 9. The location is suitable since there's a lot of customers like children and teenagers. For online sales, I will promote it through my WhatsApp and Instagram. The area of my business will be in my city, Magelang, and the office appropriate working spaces. I use the mini table to place the lidi in my house for my offline store. Like what you can see in the picture is the mini table and there's a lidi in the above of it. The technology that I use in a business is the phone to promote it on the social media. I use my own number phone to promote it in WhatsApp and through Instagram. I also use my own Instagram account since there's a lot of friends that I know in my Instagram account and in my WhatsApp number. Next is marketing and launching your business. In the online sales promotion in a social media, I use the Instagram story like in a picture and WhatsApp story. I use the brochure and the word that the customer will like. For the offline sales, the location is in front of my house and I use the mini table and the brochure. Launching the business. It is the other marketing strategy that I would like to try. For the offline sales, I will try to sell it outside my village, in a town square or car free day. For the online sales, I may try to sell it outside my city and deliver it through post. In the first lines for offline sales, I prepared the taste for the flavor and let the customer decide what flavor they want. And for online sales, I use pre-order system and receive requests from the customer for the flavor. Those strategies is work really well in the first launch of my business, and I sell all of my product. It is 5 cups in one day. Next is sustaining my business and the customer referrals. For offline sales, the customer complain about the flavor. They want the flavor to be more various and ask me to add some flavor that they want. For online sales, there is no complaint at all. They like the product and the system of pre-order that I made. And the picture is about the testimonial from my customer. Here is some of my customer in the first launch. Some of them bought it to my in my house and some of them ordered it online. And I already asked their permission to take this picture and upload it here. The review of my business, the product. Taking the customer advice, I will add the flavor of my melody with the new trend nowadays. And for the package, I may change it with more easy package such as using pouch. I think that using pouch is more easier because it is will be easier to bring pouch outside my village. And for the strategies, the best strategies is the online pre-order because the biggest sales are from online. For the offline, I have to work hard to spread the brochure in my village. And the customer needs is my priority. I will try to developing my product to suit the customer needs. The plan in the future. For the offline sales, I wish when the pandemic is over, I can sell it outside my village. I think that's all my presentation about micromobility business plan based on the startup business checklist. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of mistake with what I'm saying. Thank you for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.